What's going on, guys? Nick here with another Alien Covenant deleted scene video. Now this one's going to be talking about a sequence that was actually filmed for the movie but was cut out, and it would have involved James Franco's character Captain Jacob Branson, who shared a scene with Daniels in their apartment back on Earth. So essentially this sequence was going to be an Earth prologue scene in which you actually got to see the home planet, which is something very unique for the Alien films. The only other one that we actually saw this was in Prometheus, actually, during that prologue where they're on the Isle of Skye in Scotland, I think, that they had found the invitation on the wall leading up to LV-223. So in this scene for Alien Covenant, it appears in the novelization, and you can get a good detail, like it's a 3-page scene that just elaborates on the relationship that Daniels has with her husband Jacob Branson. And I actually really enjoyed it because the scene is short, but it's actually fairly important to her character and her kind of goal throughout the film. Now obviously it talks about the cabin on the lake, that being kind of like the metaphor for the entire film and kind of a big driving force for Daniels' character through the second half of the film and that sort of thing. And I really enjoyed it because it shows how enthusiastic Jacob was for the cabin on the lake. He wakes her up even though she's like dead tired, and he wakes her up to tell her that it's snowing and that he moved the chimney in this sort of holographic display of the cabin on the lake. He has this little cube device that can kind of project a 3D mapping of the cabin that he's proposing to build when they actually get to Overguy 6. And I really enjoyed that aspect of it because you can tell that the guy really wants to start a new life with her on this new planet, and he's very much excited for it. And it also goes into a little bit of detail regarding what Earth is like. You know, it talks about how there's these large cityscapes, the spires, but that it's a generally bleak landscape, actually, that the home planet is kind of dead and dying, and people don't interact with each other, there's no communication really, it's just sort of like this joyless world. I think that was a big contrast to Earth being like that, drab and dull, and then them going to this new planet. Like, they're really like pioneers at that point, really longing for a new start, a fresh start on a new planet. So that's basically the sequence. We find out at the end of the scene that it was all in Daniel's dream as she's in cryo sleep and Walter checks in on her. So it actually does remind me a lot of the Shaw dream in Prometheus, where David is sort of looking through her dreams, and you get the scene that talks about her father and how he's religious and everything. And it actually kind of mirrors that scene a little bit to me. Now that I think about it, it's almost like it would have been kind of important to Daniel's character to show this whole sequence with her husband, the cabin on the lake scene, because it's referenced so heavily in the actual film. You know, there's so many times where they bring up the cabin on the lake and etc, etc, and I think it would have been very important to keep this in the movie, but since they did actually film this, I'm betting it'll be on the Blu-ray as a deleted scene. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Are you guys bummed out that we didn't get this scene in the film? Because it would have showed us a bit more of James Franco's character and the relationship that he has with Daniels. As always, thanks for watching. My name is Nick, and for more on the Alien and Predator universe, subscribe to the Hybrid Network.